Good morning, Keller Williams. Welcome to Friday. Looks like it's going to be a balmy day here in Fredericton today. I just want to give you the COVID update. New Brunswick Public Health is reporting no new cases of COVID-19 in the province as of Thursday. There are still 3 active cases of respiratory virus in New Brunswick. No one is currently in the hospital. So we have 3 active cases. We have a total of 170 cases. We have 165 recovered, 2 deaths, no one in the hospital, and we've tested over 50,000 New Brunswickers. So when we look at this and we look at what's going on in our friends to the south, it's really crazy what's going on. And what's going on in the western part of the province is starting to get a bit alarming as well in British Columbia and in Alberta. Fortunately, yesterday was the first day in a very long time that there was no deaths in the province of Quebec or Ontario. As you probably saw on the news, and you probably look, if you got the paper, there was a poker run in Grand Lake last weekend, and I can tell you that public health and the premier in WorkSafe New Brunswick was not very pleased with the people that were there. There was no social distancing, there was no mask, there was nothing, and we just got to be mindful of the fact that we still are in a pandemic, even though that we've done extremely well compared to everyone else in the country. We're only one bad case away from closing down a whole lot of stuff, so we need to be mindful, and I know Keller Williams is, in regards to our COVID operational plan and how we show houses and how we present houses and what we do in regards to tracking our own people through the process. So please do not let your hands down on this because if anyone is going to get COVID inflicted in New Brunswick in the real estate industry, I do not want it coming from Keller Williams. I don't want it coming from anyone, but in particular, we're doing our very best to ensure it's not us that starts it. So the next one, the next slide I want to talk about is deposits. This week we, Scott and I and David did Zoom calls with most of or all of the offices, and I think I talked to all of the offices about deposits. It always seems that we are spending more time trying to track a deposit that has been put in our trust account than one needs to do. And it's very simple. At the end of the day, the trust account is a sacred account. It's an account that's being followed by NBREA, and based on their findings, it could be FCMB. And the only person that is responsible for that trust account at the end of the day, if there's any questions on it, is the guy who's speaking right now, me. And the trust account and the way we do deposit has been to the benefit of you so that you can get stuff done in a meaningful way. But when we're spending a whole lot of our day trying to track down who sent a $2,000 deposit, and we have no sales record sheet, we have no purchase and sale, we have absolutely nothing, and this sits in that account for days, and the last one was over 9 days before we found who owned that deposit. This becomes very time consuming. As a matter of fact, when you send a deposit in and you don't send any documentation for it, We have to document everything about that deposit until we actually get it, so that when the auditors come to check and they say, hey, you got a $2,000 deposit in your account on July the 24th, you actually got the paperwork on August the 1st, where's the gap? And that's you're leaving us up to explain where the paperwork went. That's not fair. It's not fair to the staff, and it's not fair to Keller Williams. So going forward, you need to be mindful of the fact that when you're giving someone the information to send a deposit, because we don't have any caps anymore. We used to only have a cap of 10,000. We've opened it up for you to make it easier for you to put the deposits in. But if you do not send purchase and sale agreement and a sales record sheet in before that that deposit comes in, we will shut it down, and the buyers will have to call to get a new ID to put it in. We cannot, going forward, spend as much time as we are trying to track down these deposits. And as professional realtors, it's up to you to ensure that you do your paperwork and you send that paperwork in on a timely basis, so that we will never have to send an email out again to say who owns this deposit. And we do not want to have to shut it down, but if that's our only recourse, that's our only recourse. Because yesterday afternoon, there was 11 deposits with no paperwork to tie to the deposits. I am going to have to answer a lot of questions when we get audited this time, and I shouldn't have to be trying to justify why the deposit came in today and the paperwork came in 8 days from now. And I understand that you got what I'm saying, and I'm hoping that it's loud and clear and that we don't have to address this in the future. And thank you very much right up front for doing your job in a very professional way to ensure that we alleviate this going forward. In regards to our technology, innovate, automate, and dominate, Keller Williams Capital Realty is proud to introduce the new FinTracker app. This app will be a very efficient model that can scan government-issued IDs and then fill out 80% of FinTrack automatically for you, and the rest can be filled out. There's a couple things you'll ask, where they work, that kind of thing, and pull it in, and it will automatically be populated and sent to command, so that's one step that you won't have to do. This is very easy to download. Please contact David for setup or any questions. Now, this FinTracker app was designed out of, I believe, Winnipeg, and the cost of this, I think, for individuals that may already have it, was around $39 a year. And because everyone in Keller Williams Canada is adopting this, I think we've got over 3,000 people, the price of this has gone down to, I think, $11 or $13 a year. And Keller Williams and the administration, on the administration side, sees this as a valuable tool for you, and not only for you, for us, because there are a lot of times where the admin people are going back after you and say, I'm missing your FinTrack, I'm missing your FinTrack. This is a way that it will automatically be done for you. So Keller Williams Capital Realty made a decision that we're paying for this product for you. So there'll be no charge to the agents for this. So this is exciting. If you know how to download it, the instructions are right here. But if you have trouble or need some help, David Whalen is certainly a call away. The other slide, I showed just the to you, I think, the last time as well. The deadline for dot loop support is definitely running out, and these are the steps that, when ready, to migrate so that everything that you have in dot loop is in command before they shut dot loop down. So if you're still using dot loop, this may be a good time to look at this and contact David if you need assistance to migrate your stuff into command, so that when they shut it down, you're not going to be left out in the cold. Looks like it's going to be a great week. Go get your unfair share of the market. We're doing very, very well for the month of July. We'll hopefully be able to give you a report after transmittal. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear your masks. Do what you need to do. Follow the protocol. And have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye.